guys, my name is Shay and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be doing a recap video of Max and Helen for New Amsterdam 411 talking about a revolution. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get it. We pick up right where we left off with Max and Helen. Last episode, they were getting into a taxi and they were on their way to the airport. Helen and Max are finally in London. They arrive at their apartment and Max picks Helen up. It's giving honeymoon vibes and I love it so much. Not even a minute passed before Max sets Helen on the counter and they start making out. A mood. The montage of Sharpwood in London was too freaking cute. From them being kids at heart, play fighting while painting, to them taking a walk outside and Max literally almost being ran over by someone riding a scooter, to them bumping into a group of people and beer spilling on them, and afterwards jokes being made. The scene that I've been waiting for though, and the scene that will live rent-free in my mind, is Max coming to the apartment with Luna. Max puts her down and Luna immediately runs into Helen's arms and it just warms my heart so much. And side note, I really love the play area that Helen made for Luna. It was adorable. And I said this before and I'm going to say it again, that seeing the three of them be a family is really going to make me emotional. But especially seeing Helen and Luna bond and have their moments, oh, I can't wait to see it. While Helen is handling things with changing methods to improve Hampstead, Max is at the front desk being a receptionist. He is checking in patients and going through their files literally one by one. The line is extremely long and people are getting impatient, and Max is really just doing the best that he can, so give him a break, y'all. Helen comes into the hallway and she sees the overcrowded waiting room. Max comes to Helen to tell her that he would have invited her out for a spot to tea. But he knows that she's super busy. He mentions that once he gets his license, he will make her workload a lot easier. Helen tells Max that the patient satisfaction surveys came out, and they were pretty bad. Helen mentions that Roderick Cadney is a night commander, and he controls the funding for Hampstead. She says that he is coming in for an appointment with her to discuss her new initiatives. Max says that it's great news and that Sir Roderick is taking notice. Helen corrects him and says that Roderick is actually a knight and not a sir. And this was hilarious because Max doesn't know the difference between the two, and neither do I. So he's not the only one. Helen says that it's not important and gives Max some tips on how to improve being a receptionist. She tells Max to make sure that he answers the phone and to keep the line moving. She mentions that it will help her greatly. Max calls Helen his love, kisses her hand, and says that he will answer the phone when it rings. Helen comes into Hampstead with Roderick and all the patients are at each other's throats, arguing about what they want for their health care. Helen is looking like, what did I just walk into? And gives Max a look, and he is completely oblivious. Helen comes home and Max fixes dosas and chutney for her as his way of apologizing for starting a rebellion on his first day. Helen mentions that Roderick repealed her reforms and cut 10% of her funding. Max tries to cheer her up and tells her that he finally got his license and he's ready to get to work. Helen stops him and tells Max that he is fired from being the worst receptionist ever. She says that she realized that her American fixes don't work with London's system, and that too includes Max. She promises Max that she will help him find what he is looking for and says that she needs to figure out Hampstead and make it work on her own. Max is just smiling at her after she's done, and he says that he is in awe of her and everything that she is. Oh, I love that. Helen suggests that he should be frustrated with her because their transition has been hard for the both of them. She starts to spiral a little bit and worries that Max will hate it in London and regret the decision. Max calms her down and says that he loves it there because he loves her. Max tries to plead his case, saying that he is not the worst receptionist ever because there are so many in the world. Helen kisses Max, and this episode ends with this sweet, sweet embrace. This conversation was beautiful and just so mature, and I loved it. Helen being so open and honest with Max, and just healthy communication, and Max just loving her even more because of that, and so much more. I seriously love these two so much. A scene from the episode that I really enjoyed was Floyd, Lauren, Iggy, and others in the staff meeting with Veronica. Veronica is talking to each of them, giving them new suggestions, along with throwing in some shady comments about how they run their own departments. Veronica says that she is excited to show everyone what they have been sacrificing for when it comes to budgeting. She introduces everyone to Dr. Mia Castries, and she is chair of holistic medicine. Floyd can't believe that Veronica just said that, Lauren is upset, as she should be, that she lost a third of her department for hand massages and fucking crystals. And Iggy is pretending to care by fake clapping. These three, man, they are everything. I honestly thought that I couldn't stand Valentina, but Veronica, she takes the cake. She gotta go. For real, she gotta go. Mia puts a rock to her forehead and says that she is sensing a powerful energy in the room. She lies and says that she is not a crazy person. Iggy does a fake laugh, and I just loved it so much. This scene was hilarious because it just takes me back to my years in school where you would have that teacher that you just couldn't stand, so you would just sit in class and just talk shit with your friends. Like, good times. Good times. I hope you guys enjoyed my recap of Max and Helen for New Amsterdam 411. I really enjoyed seeing them in London, and I'm excited to see where this new chapter will take Sharpwin. I hope you guys have a great day, stay safe, and see you guys next week.